19 students and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Texas died while a gunman ravaged their elementary school in May. Initial investigations indicate the police response to that tragedy was lacking. Officers unaware they were in command. Officers outgunned, waiting for other units to take charge. Officers standing outside while frantic parents begged them to breach the doors of Robb Elementary and save their children. That tragedy reignited the debate about arming teachers, and a sheriff in rural North Carolina has come up with a new plan to stop something like what happened in Uvalde from happening in his part of the Tar Heel State. He wants to store AR-15s at schools. Mac Hardy with me now live. He's the Director of Operations for the National Association of School Resource Officers. Welcome to Fox 40 News at 11.
And thank you for having me.
Definitely. Now, Mac, you spent 21 years as a police sergeant in Hoover, Alabama, where you're coming to us from today. 12 of those years as a school resource officer. Then you supervised that unit for 7 more years. You've also been a teacher. What about storing guns on school campuses for law enforcement to use? What do you think?
Well, it's not really a new idea. It's actually been happening around the country for several years now. Police officers carry guns on campus every day. Having the properly trained person and a properly, good safe that the guns are stored in is a reactive measure to an area that we believe needs to be more proactive. Having a properly selected SRO that is specifically trained working in the school, working in that environment, working with that school personnel together is proactive. And being proactive to stop an incident before it ever occurs is what we push. Having the guns in schools reactive, we're not sure they'll be able to get to those guns, but we definitely don't want to stop, go back and get it, and then go to the threat. We always push for SROs and law enforcement personnel to go direct to threat.
Alrighty, let's just clarify there. Sheriff Buddy Harwood of Madison County, North Carolina, has said that he doesn't want his deputies to be racing into a situation like what happened in Uvalde and then have to leave the confrontation and run back to their cruisers for an AR-15. You have extensive knowledge of police operations at many different levels. If officers you were commanding were responding to reports of an active shooter at a school, you were just talking about going to the threat, would they not be going in with maximum firepower to start?
Well, we know that seconds count in this matter. And if we wait, if we go back, we have to go back down a hall. It could be, large schools. I come from a school that had 3,000 students in it. And, if I had to go back to my office from one side, that's 10 minutes. I mean, it could be, several minutes to get over there and then several minutes to get back. And in that time, I know what's happening in that area, and it's not good. So I need to get to where the threat is. If somebody's coming in responding behind me, they go by, they get the gun, they bring it into the situation, but I need to get to direct threat to try to stop it.
Okay. Sheriff Harwood says these weapons are in gun safes at 6 different schools along with breaching equipment. He's concerned that in Uvalde, officers waited until someone with the keys showed up to help police get through some of the doors near where the shooter was. But in the scenario he's crafting, someone has to have the key to the gun safe or be able to recall the combination under duress. What do you think about that part of this whole plan?
Well, we know that in this situation, you're going to go into fight or flight and you lose some of your fine motor skills in this situation. So, putting a key into a hole is very difficult. Getting that combination, stopping at the correct numbers is very difficult. But, sometimes there's, instances where you can have biometric safes, where you have a fingerprint safe, and that would probably be much quicker.
And what about the safes being on campuses? Of course, we're trusting our officers to be putting their communities first and have the very best of intentions, but could they be compromised in terms of being pressured into granting access to someone else? And what about other people breaking into the safes? Unfortunately, school buildings are broken into and vandalized all the time.
That's very good. And I'm not sure if they're going to leave the guns in overnight when they're not present in the school. That might be a situation like with their gun. They carry their gun into school every day. They may have a situation where they bring these guns in when they're in the building. Our gun safes were always connected to the wall, so you couldn't just take it out. They were professionally installed, so they were connected as a part of the school building. So there's several different measures you can take to secure that weapon.
The school resource officer, if on campus at the given time an active shooter situation starts, should they be in command for that incident? They have, first access to these gun safes. They would know the students and the building better than most any other officer showing up.
We hope so. We hope they know their buildings like the back of their hand and they know the students inside their school. No way you can know them all, but you do build relationships, and that's being proactive, working inside of the school. And yes, they will be in command until the person comes in that might have a better handle on the situation that can start bringing in resources and helping out in that command.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for giving us your insight about all the ways that different communities are trying to figure out how to get at this violence on campus, these shootings on campus, which is a huge problem across the United States. We appreciate you.
Thank you.